there you go. Okay. I just finished another 7 kilometer run. Still nothing to show, but showing up anyway. Creating another tiny piece of my paper trail on my path to success or ultimate destruction and death. ADHD and how it affects the brain. I was diagnosed very young when I was 6 years old. Couldn't concentrate in class. I would finish my work incredibly quickly, get bored because I'd just be sitting there waiting for something else to do in primary school, and I would leave the classroom and go for walks. I'd wait till the teacher had their back turned. This is in primary school, like low-level primary school, and I'd just leave the class. I'd sneak out and go for wonders. Who knows how many heart attacks I caused for those young teachers, knowing that I'm their age now. I don't know, almost 20 years on. I've got an audition on Monday for an acting thing, and I've got to do a 15-minute solo piece about my life. So I wrote one up pretty reasonably quickly, took like 2 days, and I'm happy with it. But then actually practicing it, I dedicated the entire day. Okay, not the entire day, but I dedicated from 1 p.m. till about now to do it. Right now, currently, it is midnight. That's 11 hours. And I honestly did probably about an hour and 20's work. I managed to distract myself for the other 7 and a bit hours. Why do I do it? There are 2 main reasons. There's 3 things. There's 2 reasons that it happens. 3 reasons that it happens, but 2 causes, I think that makes sense. One of the causes is ADHD, sitting down. I'm unmedicated. I'm trying to get medicated because I operate way better on it, but it's been years since I've done that and I want to get back to it. So just trying to sit down and concentrate, kind of difficult, but that could be helped by more discipline. I'm not disciplined enough. Maybe that's why I'm here and I don't have a career as an actor. Maybe that's the lesson I need to learn. So I am working on it. The second reason is because I think with the acting piece, it is personal, and you will be putting that on stage. And what I have written is honest, but then to actually perform it and be honest and bring that, and to bring your authentic self and your shame to the stage, this is the beauty of acting, is incredibly fucking hard, and it just takes discipline and repetition and practice to do it. I've been studying acting and you know, doing unpaid performances for 7 years, so I'd like to think I have something to show. And it never gets easier. My heart is fucking racing. Every single performance, it's never stopped, it's never lessened. Every single performance right before I get on stage, like like my heart, my mouth dries, my heart is beating out of its chest. And then you gotta walk on, be casual. If that's the scene, walk on, be casual like nothing's wrong. And I think that's why I know acting is the right career for myself, is because it scares me more than anything in the world. And I know intrinsically what it feels like to bring an authentic performance, a performance that sits in truth, that the audience can connect to and go, I see myself in that person. I recognize that journey. I know what that person's feeling. I know what they're going through. And I feel like I can tell people's stories. I have that ability, but I need to be willing to pay up. And the price is being willing to accept that I may embarrass myself. And there's an interesting paradox when it comes to acting. If you try to be cool, you will look like the most uncool person on stage. If you try to bring the ugly truth and all the yucky parts that you normally try and hide but you willingly accept, and you allow that to flourish on stage, I promise you will be the coolest motherfucker on that stage. I think that's the difference between an excellent performance and a performative one. Authentic and performative. If you're performative, you phone it in. Some people can just cry on command. I can actually do that as well. I'm not gonna do it now. Fuck off, stop asking. Because it's taxing energy wise. I've just been on 7. Shut up, I'm not even gonna fucking entertain this. I'm just not gonna do it because I don't wanna do it. But you can phone it in. But man, everyone's emotional intelligence, their EQ, everyone's is way higher than they give it credit for. You know when someone is giving a shit performance. You know when they're not actually there, they're not actually living through it. And that's why I think acting is a noble pursuit, because you have to go through it. I think to celebrate the craft, non-actors would look at it and go, yeah, they just play pretend, like they have the easiest job in the world. But then to an honest actor, it's the hardest fucking thing in the world, because you gotta bring it. Your brain believes what you tell it. I look at this labstone brick, limestone, whatever. It's a brick. I look at this brick. I say it's a brick. My brain believes it's a brick. If I spend weeks and weeks cultivating fake memories of a marriage that I had and a loving relationship that I had with this person, people do that. You'll be talking to a girl, and man, you just be fantasizing about it. And then you start creating memories. I've done this. I've had crushes on girls and gone like, oh man, and started imagining my life with them. And then I've had dreams where I had a dream that I had a kid with Billie Eilish. And I woke up and I was like, I realized it was a dream, and I was like, damn. I was happy in that dream. I wish I didn't wake up, but like, we believe it. Actors, right? And actors just, their craft is just learning how to manually create those memories. And then you believe it. And then you have to go through it, and you have to live it every single night. And day, if you're doing a matinee, man. 8 shows a week. Man, truthful actors are fucking athletes, man. I got so much respect for them. And it's the scariest thing. So that's why I did an hour's work today out of the 10, 11 hours that I put aside for it. Because it's terrifying. And I need to get better at facing my fears. And I need to get more disciplined. Because I want those juicy roles, man. I want, June Part 2 just came out, and Timothy Chalamet's amazing in it, I think. You can really see his character's journey, especially from the June Part 1 to Part 2. And it looks like an easy gig, but it's not. To play a boy that lost his entire bloodline, all his people gone, and he would have to sit down and figure out what that feels like. It's an unpleasant place, man. So I've got a lot of respect for actors. Anyway, that's my rant today, is why acting is the greatest profession in the world, and in bracket, spurred by ADHD. Anyways, thanks for listening. I'll see you maybe tomorrow night.